wanna build a garden. Come on, let's go and plant. We don't have flowers anymore. It's such a bore. I don't see why we can't.
Thank you. I wanna first of all, I wanna thank you and thank your teachers for a wonderful job this year. So give your teachers a big hand. Before I introduce some guests, I do want to thank Ms. McCormick for coordinating this effort, Ms. Balnick, Ms. Grossbeck, and Ms. Mazeral. They're on the committee that made this possible. I have some special guests from the city of Dearborn I would like to introduce. Mr. Renaud Arsenault, Mr. Frank Jesbrek, Ms. Maysa Saleh, Commissioner Deb Cedar, Board Trustee and City Beautiful Commissioner, Ms. Mary Petlichkoff, Mr. Don Ball from the city of Dearborn. I mean, it's Dearborn Public Schools, I'm sorry. Sorry, Don. Also, I want to thank Mr. Don Balnick for helping us also. And I want to also, Dr. Maleyko, he's the superintendent of Dearborn Public Schools. He's with us today. Unfortunately, the mayor is not here today, but he's here with his, he sent someone here today. So we want to welcome everybody. And also I want to thank the parents for being here. Thank you, parents. And also I want to introduce our junior commissioners. 4th grade, Nasser Hussein. 4th grade, Olivia Karkaba. 5th grade, Sulan Abdul Fattah. And 5th grade, Fatmi Ahmed. Once again, thank you and welcome to our, what is it? Assembly. Thank you. All right, go ahead.
This year, the junior commissioner team had a green school goal of attracting wildlife to Henry Ford Elementary School. We would like to thank Mayor O'Reilly and Dr. Maleyko for sending their staff to help us build our native garden. Here is Mayor O'Reilly's representative with a few inspirational words on how to keep Dearborn green and beautiful. Let's all show her respect by silencing our cell phones and voices so we can hear Mrs. Petlichkoff speak.
Good afternoon, Henry Ford School. Let's let everybody in the neighborhood know you're here. Come on, say good afternoon back. Very nice. Since we couldn't have a cleanup parade this year in the neighborhood, we still want to let them know that the students are here supporting what the message is that the City Beautiful has to give to our community, which is what? To fix up, paint up, plant up, clean up, and reduce, reuse, and recycle. And I'm here wearing a lot of different hats today. Everybody has seen me here in the past. I'm a City Beautiful Commissioner. I also represent the Board of Education. So we're here supporting all of our schools in this mission of protecting our environment. And I'm also here on behalf of the mayor, who unfortunately couldn't be here this afternoon, but he's here in spirit. And he wants to make sure that we all have the message that we communicate to our neighborhoods. And that is, we need to be responsible citizens and take care of our environment. And it's not just for today, it's for every day of the week, correct? And when I drive through this neighborhood, I'm very happy to say that I don't see a lot of litter on the ground. I think everybody's doing their best job in order to protect their homes, their school property, and even the bigger picture of protecting the Earth's environment. And things like planting, providing homes for the wildlife in the neighborhood is a great way to contribute back to the environment, isn't it? And I'm so happy that you're all being responsible citizens in that regard. And that's what we want to communicate to everybody in the neighborhood. So make sure you tell your next door neighbors that that's something you want to see them doing as well, all right? All right then. I think next we're going to ask the superintendent to come up and say a few words as well. And he's got another message about recycling to give you.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. All right, who's having fun? Isn't it great being out on this nice, warm day? I know a lot of people complain about the heat, but we've had such a cold spring and rainy, haven't we? Are you glad to have warm weather? Who's glad to have warm weather? Raise your hands. Yeah, I could deal with it. And it's nice we got this breeze coming on us, right? Who's comfortable? Raise your hand. Rather be outside, right? Awesome. Great stuff. I got to tell you, I love coming to Henry Ford Elementary. I've been here so many times for such wonderful parent events that are put on by the staff here. It's great. Who loves working at all the events? I know we've had this. Yes. And you parents come all the time, so I want to thank the staff. Thank Dr. Mahdi and the staff for their great work. And then I want to thank the parents as well, because I know they're a big part of it. And so thank you to the parents for all their hard work in putting these events. And look at how many parents that we have here today. It's just wonderful. So let's recognize the parents. Students, let's give the parents a big round of applause. I know we have Trustee Petlichkoff here from the board, and then we have Mr. Don Ball. One of the things I want to say, too, is who is enjoying that brand new addition over here to the left that was built just this year? Who's benefiting? Well, all your parents, the board trustees, Mr. Don Ball and maintenance, all of us, we're so glad to be able to provide that wonderful facility for you to help your learning, right? To maximize it. What a great school. And so again, I want to thank the taxpayers really for voting for that, because it's really needed and it looks great here. I love coming to Henry Ford. In fact, that facility on the end, that view, is one of my favorite areas of the entire 2013 bond when I come. So thank you. All right. Couple more quick messages. It is also Memorial Day weekend. And Memorial Day weekend is when we remember the military. So I want to also say we may have some veterans here today. I appreciate all the military that served the country for Memorial Day weekend. We've been going around the district and holding a lot of different assemblies to represent the military, the men and women who fought for us so that we could be here, you could have freedom. So let's give them a big round of applause. Students, can we do that? Okay. And the other thing I want to mention is Trustee Petlichkoff talked about recycling. We are so exciting. I know we have recycling in the schools. We have different programs that the schools are initiating on their own. We are pleased that we are moving forward with a recycling program that will be a partnership with the mayor, with the city, with the schools, that eventually will be in every school in Dearborn. Does that sound like a good idea, recycle? Is that something we're promoting here today? So, with the recycling program, can I ask you students for a favor? Can you help me out? How many can help me out in here? Who's going to help me out? Good. Because you have to remind your parents, your siblings, that when you recycle in the community, we have to put the proper items in the canisters, in the plastic bins, okay? Because a lot of times what we're doing is we're putting the wrong things all over the city, and then if we do that, it actually doesn't get recycled, it goes to the landfill. And is that good for the environment if it doesn't get recycled? So as we recycle, whether it's in the school or in the community, are we gonna put the right things in the right bin? Are you gonna help remind your parents? All right, let's hear a nice big shout out. Hi. All right, good job. Thanks again. Dr. Mahdi? I'm not sure who's next. Am I turning it to Dr.? I'm sorry? Oh, we have some students coming up. Okay.
Hi, my name is Fatima Zorka from Ms. Sharpner's class, and today we are performing a song called Yuck by turning trash into music. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Steliano. Here is Ecology Club to perform a skit they wrote about the top 5 reasons to garden.
The first reason to garden is to get a workout.
Me strong because of gardening. The second reason to garden is to get fresh air. Fresh air. Thank you, flowers.
The third reason to garden is to attract wildlife.
I finally have a home! Yay!
The fourth reason to garden is to make our school beautiful. Wow, this school is beautiful. I hope I come here next year. The fifth reason to garden is to do a science experiment.
Oh, I will do my science experiment on this garden. I will collect data on the plants and see how much they grow.
And I'll see how many times animals come here every day. Now you know the 5 reasons to garden. Have fun gardening! Speaking of fun, here's Mrs. Bolnick and the talented winners of the poetry contest.
Hi, Henry Ford. Are you ready to make the earth a better place? Yeah! All right. I want to thank everyone that made a poem for the Earth Day Poetry Contest. You are all winners because you made the earth a better place by drawing people's awareness to the earth. So everybody give yourselves a hand. Nice job. You're all going to get a certificate of participation for entering those poems, and if you didn't do it this year, do it next year, okay? The winners, though, did get a $5 gift certificate from Dairy Queen, and they are going to write their poems to you. There was a tie at first, and every grade has one winner. They had to pick a winner from outside judges outside the school, and
It was really hard to pick, but they picked for kindergarten, Rawan Aljahmi, who's going to read The Earth, and she's in Mrs. Burke's class.
Earth gives us a place to live, and earth helps us grow.
Well done. That's great. Okay, our tie for first. Mrs. Dennett's class has Deanna Tana. She's going to read My Spring.
My Spring by Deanna Jaha. In my spring I see gentle birds and trees, breezy wind on my skin. I see bees buzzing like a sunflower that matches the bee's stripes, and the blue dolphins match the beautiful sky, and the green leaves match the grass. This is the spring I see.
Good job, good job. And that tie for first place also went to, for Mrs. Lockstrom, Hannah Jahmee, who's going to read In Nature.
In nature, I feel the warm sun shining on my skin. Flap, flap, a butterfly carefully lands on the green leaf. The sky is blue like the cold water. Spring is a wonderful season.
Nice job. Good job. And second grade, for Mrs. Balnick's class, with nature, is Mahdi Fawaz.
Nature, nature is so good it will cover your hood with dancing flowers and bees flying above you. With the world churning with so wonderful people, nature is so good.
Nice job, Mahdi. Good work. In third grade was Anwar Shohatee with Earth Day, and she's from Mrs. Solomon's class.
Our earth is clean once we're not mean. We help plants stay green and plant some means. Children want to learn, play, and run. While they run, they have some fun. We always stay happy and calm, and that is how our earth is out of harm.
In fourth grade, our winner is Ayah Alplofi, and she is from Mrs. Brady's class.
On Earth Day, we all come together as a team to make the earth squeaky clean. It doesn't have to be a lot if we all just do our share. So take time out on Earth Day to show the world you care. Our earth is special, there is only one. It gives us water, soil, and sun.
Last but not least, fifth grade, Bushra, Jommaa, doing Earth Day for Mrs. Mikowski's class.
Earth Day comes only once a year, so when it does, we must make it clear that there will be no littering all day long. Instead, we will sing songs while we get the job done. Earth Day, what a day it will be when we take care of the earth instead of openly cutting trees. Oh, how I dream of the time it will be when we play with Mother Nature rather than hurt her flowers and bees. Earth Day, oh, how I wish thee was here so I can recycle paper, not watch fish dying here. Oh, my daydream, please come true so I can live in a world with hummingbirds, not the loud cry of animals dying too. Earth Day, you have finally arrived. I can't see through the happy tears that flow from my eyes of knowing that at least for the day, I will be saving lives of those who are oppressed under the fist of humankind. Oh, I apologize for the pain we've caused, but at least for the day we will be helping your cause.
They're all great poems. The poems are posted in the hallway, so be sure to stop and read them again. Thank you.
Where are we? I wonder if you will recognize this next tune sung by the Ecology Club.
Oh my God, Hazar's in the back. Let Hazar be in the front. Oh, Hazar. Oh, go.
Do you want to build a garden? Come on, let's go and plant. We don't have flowers anymore. It's such a bore. I don't see why we can't. We used to be good gardeners, but now we're not. I wish you could tell me why. Do you want to build a garden? How about a native garden? Okay, bye.
I was gonna fall, Olivia. I know, it's not my fault. I was on the edge.
We would like to thank all the wonderful people who helped us build a native garden at Henry Ford. As we announce your name, please give a wave to the crowd so we can all thank you for your support.
Dan and Christiana Balnick for helping students plant the native garden.
Our wonderful PTA for donating money to buy the native plants.
Mrs. Saleh from City Beautiful and our City Beautiful commissioners, Mrs. Balnick, Mrs. Meserol, Miss Grossbeck.
Miss Grossbeck and Miss Holmes for the wonderful music.
Frank Jastrobeck from the City of Dearborn for the log fence and maple tree.
Scott Usher and his grounds crew for prepping the garden areas.
Mrs. Saleh from City Beautiful.
Mary Landrush from Patricia Johnson Marriott for documenting this event so we can all remember it. Last but not least, our junior commissioners and the Henry Ford staff and students for all their hard work planting the gardens.
And Henry Ford, we have the biggest thank you for Miss McCormick for making this garden possible. Miss McCormick, come get your flowers. Let's clap for Miss McCormick. We'll give it to her, students.
Next, the junior commissioners will plant a maple tree donated by the City of Dearborn, and our guest will plant milkweed as the second grade classes sing, How Does the Garden Glow? Please enjoy the music as you watch Henry Ford build a community garden. Thank you.
All right, who's got the biggest feet here?
Me.
You? You gotta walk it around. Wait, do that dirt. Walk it around, stomp it down a little. Okay, stop with the dirt. Stop with the dirt. Stop. Hi, Frank. Yeah, you want to take the air pockets out of it. Hold on to the dirt. Stop it real good. A couple of you can go around there. Who else got good stuff?
Which PJ? What is it?
Where's Miss Al-Assad? Over the plant? Awesome.
Hey, how are you doing? Good. You too.
If you would like to join our community garden project, contact Mrs. McCormick about becoming part of the summer watering program. Students, please stay seated until your teacher dismisses you. We will start with kindergarten. Thank you.